when you take on another partner who is substantially lower than you, right? And
financially
lower. I was gonna say
Black for saying lower than you.
no. I was gonna
Get it.
I was gonna say lower than you in a financial status.
Got it.
Right. There is a certain, not everybody, ego that comes with it, you know? And sometimes the person is okay with it until they get to a point and now they're no longer okay with it. Or sometimes the person was just never okay with it, but they just bit their tongue until they got to wherever they wanted to get to, right? And I think that when you take somebody like Mackenzie Bezos, who, what did she win, like 50, 60 billion dollars or something crazy like that? And then she goes and I don't even know how she found a science teacher.
What do you mean?
Like how do you
like
find
who they like?
Tinder.
Oh, if Mackenzie Bezos on Tinder, I would download the app today. But how do you find
1.5-year union?
Right.
1.5.
I was thinking about this on the ride here, and I had told my friend this, that, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like men marry women for comfort versus women marry men for value. And the comfort being, let's talk about the man first.
Yeah.
Is the man says, okay, I can be comfortable with that person. I can come home to that person. I can have that person by my side, whether I'm going out. I can have sex with that person. And then a woman really looks at kind of, and no shade to men, obviously, but the women look at a man with more value. How can they level up? How can they do better? How can they have an all-around person that they value more so than just someone that they can come home to and watch a movie with? But I don't know if that's my own opinion.
Love and value for women, you know, it's both cards. I feel like sometimes men don't really think that way. I feel like women more so think that way.
Think about
I think
love.
women love a man when he has value. Women don't be loving men without value.
Right.
He's this.
Are you crazy?
He's
Women
that.
be stupid in love.
Like, you know,
They don't be thinking about value all the time.
no, the way they opened their heart to it became a value. And I think that both sides of people date with potential in mind, right?
For sure.
So now, if I'm that guy who's the coolest guy and I'm doing all these talk shows and podcasts and, you know, I'm on, you know, all these different things, I'm on set doing movies and whatnot, a girl's going to look at me and be like, okay, I see his value in the sense of, you know, where he's going. Now, if she talks to me and you know, around my friends have a high level of respect for me. Strangers have a high level of respect for me, not because I'm like a star, but just because of the person I am. She goes, okay, that's another check for value because he's respectable. Then if I treat her good, that's another check because he treats me. It's a bunch of value that actually goes in, and then she goes, I love you. Then she goes, I love you, right? And that's when they open their hearts. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, to agree with what you said, when a woman can see the value of a man.
Agreed for the first time.
Love it.
Now we agreed twice.
Okay, sorry.
When
Becoming an expert.
I'm trying. It's gonna happen today. I got my notes. I do think that when a woman finds value in a man, then she's able to fall in love with him. Now a man, when it comes to a man, it's comfort and also control. Right? A lot of rich men date women without money because they want to have the upper say-so when it comes to the relationship. If I'm paying everything and I'm covering everything, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every single thing needs to be controlled. I'm just saying in the totality, when the game time decision needs to be made, he's like, okay, let me put my pants up and let me wear the pants, right? But if, for example, the science teacher, he doesn't have that same level of control. He doesn't have that same level. Like, he was married for comfort, if you ask me. Because what value are you? No shade to all the biology teachers and chemistry teachers out there, but a $1 billion woman, like, how do you find value?
36 billion.
A billionaire.
Sorry, a billionaire. It's gonna be hard for you to find value in a school teacher, and diving a step deeper. There's usually oftentimes reasons for people's careers
that
are blocking them.
sounds like she was in love with him for whatever reason, for whatever he did.
A
for
rebound?
her,
I think it was a shot at
whatever
Jeff.
she felt for him, she was in love and she wanted to marry him. And maybe she soon realized that maybe the love wore out and maybe there was no value to her after a while.
No, the Bunsen burner turned off.
Exactly. So she could not stay there. That's what it sounds like to me.
It sounds like she was like, yo, you think you could have had me, Jeff, because you were the richest man in the world. I'm going to show you why I don't need your money. I'm going to go get me Douglas
Steve.
Steve.
Daniel.
I'm going to go get me the science teacher.
But the crazy part is like, wouldn't you want to be there? And this is just real talk. Like, wouldn't you want to be there when Jeff found out that she was dating like a $60,000 science teacher in the middle of nowhere? Like for him to laugh, like what was his reaction? Like, like what was it?
He said, "I'll give it 12 months." Is there a time that most divorces happen throughout the year?
Yes, there actually is.
Summer?
From
probably winter.
Hold on, I have it. I
Why?
thought
Wouldn't you think it would be summer because everyone's out looking good?
They got tired of watching everybody doing this.
It happens mostly in the winter, winter to spring.
Why?
Probably because of seasonal depression.
And they're like inside cooped up with somebody and they're like,
Oh yeah, and that's when all the
talk about
holidays
that.
fall, right?
that's why it's hard though. Like,
Sometimes seasonal depression really happens because of the holidays. Like holidays really mean a lot to some people, and it's like you didn't do this. I haven't been feeling this. Like I don't really know. You might not be. You might not be it anymore.
Really?
why'd she take a drink after she said that? Is there a story?
Yeah.
It
hit home. It hit home.
Promises were made.
Choking.
I feel like Amanda's like,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Amanda's like,
Don't get
promises
nervous.
were made.
Well, you gotta think about it, right? There was a lot or influx of breakups and divorces throughout COVID,
Right.
right? I guess people were finding out who they really married. Are they getting tired of each other? You know, like
Being at home with them too much.
yeah. But I think that should never be a thing for marriage, right? If we're at home together, I'm not saying nobody gets tired of each other, but not for a breakup. I think that usually that happens when people start to really fully see what and who they are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I can't stand that this person, every time, he eats a piece of chicken, he has to eat with his mouth open. You know what I mean? And before it didn't bother you because you only ate together 4 times. Now you're eating together 12 in 4 days.
It's not about the chicken.
But I'm just saying, like,
But you're spending 100%
But sometimes
of
it
the
is
time.
the chicken. At the beginning, you're so in love with somebody that you just you don't care. It would bother you normally, but you like them so much that you just don't even care that they're opening their mouth.
It bothers you.
It bothers me, but it's just stop doing that. Why you always do that? But now it's just yo, for real, that close your fucking mouth.
No, it bothered you back
fucking disgust
then.
me.
I think I agree with Rico for the second time today.
third.
Third time.
Third time in that.
Hold on, let me put my tallies.
Yeah, and that paper has everything on it. Everything you've wanted is on that paper. I think I agree with that, though, is that normally somebody's going off to work, somebody's going to the gym, somebody's going to grocery shop. In the pandemic, nobody going anywhere. You going into the other room, maybe, and if you're lucky, you have another room, right? There's a lot of people that were living in studios, which I was like, how the hell are you doing that? But this is probably the first time that everyone was on top of each other going, damn, I really see how, I'm watching you wipe your ass now. And I even that was a private moment because I was out to work by the time you were getting up for the day, right? Yep. And absence makes the heart grow fonder. We know that. Yeah. But this was the first time in life that you weren't even leaving for that hour. So I knew that I could have that quiet time, that you were going to go to the gym between 5 and 6 and I was going to be alone. So I can go, oh my God, now the house is quiet. The TV isn't on, the radio, I'm good.
I just had this whole conversation and my girl got upset about it, right? Because I dropped the kids off at school, I drop her off at work, and then I go back to the house and I was just like, there's nothing moving, there's no kids, there's no nothing. And it's just such a beautiful thing, right? And my girl's like, yo, pick me up from lunch. I said, really? Her job is 3 minutes from me. So I'm like, all right, so I get her. She's like, so did you miss me? I was like, what, you want the truth?
Well, why'd you have to say that, asshole?
Because what do you want me to do, lie, say yes?
Just say yes.
That's the problem.
Just say yes.
If
you
I
want the truth?
if I
Why are you
start
doing all that?
if I start lying to you, I have to lie forever.
Some things can be white lies and small
Right.
lies.
Nah, I do all.
And that's
Asshole.
I told her no. I had a great time actually getting to really sit down and just getting some peace and quiet and some me time. Especially because I work around the clock. You know what I'm saying? I like we were talking before. I haven't had a job in about 7 years, so I go ahead and I do everything, every gig that is. I never had a management. I've been doing this by myself. So when I can sit down and actually just decompress, it's a beautiful thing for me. And honestly, I don't want to have to lie to anybody. I don't want to have to lie to my partner. White lie, black lie, blue lie. I don't want to have to. If I can't be honest with you, I can't monitor the way I talk to you, right? In a sense where with honesty, right? I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to be like, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Well, not that, but you know, I shouldn't think I don't want to hurt your feelings and be like, yeah, I missed you so much. I'm glad that I just picked you up after you were gone for 3 hours.
She probably was saying it in such a light way.
Right,
It was-
they-
She's
they
a
didn't
Gemini, you know.
No,
Like,
honestly,
probably wasn't-
this is the appropriate answer. You know, I actually had some, some good time alone. I did this. I laid down. I chilled
that.
out.
Well, I said, do you want the
He
truth?
said, no.
No, you said you want the truth.
I said, do you want the
Unnecessary.
truth? And
Unnecessary.
she said yes, but she signed up for it. She could have said no. So I gave her the option, because that's what women love, right? The
Go around
option
it.
to do or the option to don't. So I gave her the option. Do you want the truth? Yes. Well, I actually loved being home for the few hours that I was decompressing. I don't get it often, and it was a beautiful thing. You know, that's not a bad thing. And then she got mad.
I mean, like,
I feel like that's
I asked
psychotic.
But did you
that,
say?
I really don't care.
Before you said that answer, did you say no? I didn't miss you.
No, I didn't say it like that. I'm just saying, like, did you want the truth? And I'm
But
like,
you did say no.
I did say no. I did say no, and then I carried on.
sometimes you have to pick your conversations and your battles. And I think for me in that moment, I think I'm just too tired. Yep, sure did. Sure missed you. And I feel like you could have saved a lot in that moment.
Yeah, but that's
You could have still gave your beautiful answer because it was very beautiful.
Hell no.
All that time alone, like great for you, great for you.
love this
But
shit,
just say I did appreciate the time alone. That's all you have to say.
You know what?
Right.
My thing is this, right? I believe this world has gotten to a point where they don't even want the truth no more.